Is there a formula for overcoming challenges? You betcha. Hello again, everyone. I'm Eli's dad with Project Eli, where we educate, lead, and inspire. And we talk about overcoming challenges and how to do it. First thing, see the situation as it is, not better than it is, not worse than it is. Get to a starting line, chunk things down into their smallest components. I want to give you a real life example of something that happened with me recently, just to show you that I'm not just up here talking, that I actually use that formula to get things accomplished. So let me give you the details on it. I received a text from the lady, Amber, who does my editing for this channel. And she does a tremendously good job. And first of all, can you imagine the nerve of this woman? In this text, she says to me, hey, I'd like to take some time and go visit with my family during Thanksgiving. And she lives close by, and you know, she just wanted to visit with the family and not be doing any work. Can you imagine the nerve of the woman? That her life is more important than me, is more important than what I have to do, what we have to do for this channel? I'm joking, of course. All right, so she asked in a very nice way, is there some way that we can make some videos in advance so that I can go enjoy my vacation and not worry about it? Well, what we needed to come up with was approximately 15 or so different videos to have them prepared. And I don't know if you know anything about doing stuff on this channel. I mean, we do a video every single day on this channel, but I don't do one a day. I'll do 2 or 3 at a time and submit those. And so we get what we call deep work, where when you get into it, you get into it. Now, what's involved with me making a video? Well, first of all, I need to come up with some sort of an idea. And so what do I do for different ideas? I go to different venues. I'll go to YouTube. I'll look at videos that other people have on YouTube. I'll go to different platforms, a business platform, a writer's platform, and read the articles that are there. And the point is, you have to go through a bunch of different articles of different subjects before you find one that you feel is worthy of making a video. And you know, once again, the 80-20 rule, all right, get 20% of my results from you know, and 80% of it, 80% of the stuff that I look at, I just tend to throw to the side. So I focus on about 20% of the things. Now, so the first thing you do is, and it takes time, so you have to, like, of course, look and figure out which subjects you want to do. Then you want to pick out the points that you want to make. Then you have to make some sort of an outline for the things that you want to say, and you have to practice and rehearse it to make sure that the whole thing will make sense and that you're making a specific point. Okay, that takes significant effort and significant amounts of time to do. So I had this short period of time. She gave me about, I don't know, 5 or 6 days notice. Okay, Eli's dad, can we please get this done? Sure, Amber, no problem, because I appreciate her work. She's a good worker, and after all, people do deserve some time off, do they not? My point is, I put my nose to the grindstone and I chunked it down. And I chunked it down 2 ways, because there's 2 major functions that I'm doing. One function is finding the subjects, and the other is performing the actual videos, being in front of the camera. So you've got 2 functions. So when I did that, I kind of divided it up, and once again, chunk it down in the smallest components. I chunked it down into, I would spend this amount of time looking at potential subjects that we're going to talk about, and I would spend this amount of time producing and developing and making the videos. So, and the other thing is, when in so doing, I not only just make the videos, but I needed to get them to Amber so that she would have quality time, so that, because it takes her time to edit out all the mistakes that I make and all the bumbling that I do making a video, which Amber, I'm very grateful for. Amber, can you do anything about the face? Okay, I mean, I've had this face for a long time. Can you edit me a new face? But I digress. My point is, I needed to get these videos to her in plenty of time so that she's not going to be rushed in doing her, what I always say with her, creative magic with the videos. So I chunked it down and I said to myself, all right, today I made a schedule. Got to do 3 videos today, got to do 3 videos tomorrow, got to do 2 videos the next day, 2 videos the next day. And I figured out how many videos I needed to get in her hands so that she could do the magic that she does. Okay? It was deep work for both of us. When we say deep work, it's like in heavily focused activity on one thing. And once again, I broke mine down into 2 parts. The part where I'm doing the research and preparing and developing in my mind, and of course the part where I'm doing the actual video. All right? Now, this isn't the first time that I've done this. Back in the day when I worked with an insurance company, we would have a commitment every week to produce a certain amount of premium. It was actually 10,000 of annualized premium. It's not important that you know what that is, but $10,000 of annualized premium every single week. And the way that we did it was every day we'd make a personal commitment, we'd go out in the field, we'd write business, we'd keep score on the scoreboard, we know what we had, and then when it came to like Friday, we'd take a look and see where we were, and if we had exceeded our limit, super, have a great weekend. But if we didn't have it, which was, to be candid with you, I would say 75% of the time, then we were committed to working on Saturday and, if necessary, on Sunday to get the amount of premium that we needed that we had made a commitment to. The point I'm making is that when you make a commitment and you want to achieve something, you can't have, quote, a salary mentality. What's a salary mentality? Well, I work from 9 to 5 and then I'm done. When you go into work for yourself, when you have a personal commitment, when you work on commission, you focus on results, not time. So when we would have to work on Saturdays, I'd get up, go into the office early Saturday morning, go out in the field with my people, meet them early, meet them late, and then if we didn't have enough at the end of the day on Saturday, I'll see you Sunday evening. We'll be going out Sunday evening too. And people understood this. That's what they signed up for. Their objective was to become a manager, just as mine was to become a manager and to develop it. And part of that is developing the correct mindset, the winning mindset of an achiever, which is to focus on results and not to focus on time. So this is a very, very key point. So what are some of the advantages of this? Okay, well, first of all, let's go back to Amber and me. When you're ahead of the game, what are some of the advantages? Well, first of all, when I accomplish getting all these videos ready for her to prepare, our bond has increased, number one. Number two, I'm showing her gratitude by putting in the extra time, by putting in the extra effort. Hey, Amber, above and beyond a thank you or any compensation, I appreciate what it is that you do. That makes our bond stronger on the business side of the balance sheet. Okay? I appreciate her effort and her contribution beyond a mere thank you. And people appreciate that extra effort and that respect. Let them know that they're an essential part of the team's success. Part of the reason why companies have bad attitude scenarios in the workplace is because the people that are at the higher levels are not expressing to the people that are at the ground level how much they appreciate their work and expressing to them how important their contribution is to the team. And it needs to be mentioned. It needs to be said. And when you do that, the people that receive that praise respect that they are an important part of the team. That gives their job more importance. Instead of saying, well, I'm just here for the 9 to 5, can't wait to get out of here. They say, well, if I don't do this, then the other departments, because the pieces all fit together. And you need to show the people on your team that it's a giant puzzle, that without this piece or that piece, the other pieces are not going to make the big picture very, very clear. Above and beyond that, when you get their mindset thinking like a team, thinking that their job is important, and it is, and showing them how much you value their effort, they will start to think of other additional ways that they can make the product better, or make the process better, or make the team more productive. That's a byproduct of that kind of leadership. So keep this in mind. One of the things you want to do is you want to appreciate the people that you have working with you. You want to show them that you appreciate them. You want to make sure that they understand how important their contribution is to the genesis of the entire product. And you want to encourage them to be more creative. I'm always after Amber to say, be more creative, do some crazy things, do some neat stuff there on the video. You know, I'm just going to rubber stamp it. And the other thing is, Amber and I are significantly different in age. Significantly. So the point is, I want to get her viewpoint from people that are her age and get some feedback in that area. Is what I'm saying being clear? Is what I'm saying making sense? Is what I'm saying relevant? Does that make sense? So you want to get, that kind of feedback. Feedback doesn't always come from the top down. It also comes from the bottom up. So once again, what the point of this particular video was, how do you solve any issue? You get a situation, you determine it as it is, not better than it is, not worse than it is. You come up with a solution. You set up a timeline by when you need to get things done. Additionally, you need to chunk things down into their smallest components. You have a starting line. I have a starting line for making videos. I have a starting line for researching for videos. A starting line or finish line. And the point is, I have it by a certain day, not a certain time, as in like 10 o'clock. If I don't get done till 11 o'clock, I don't get done till 11 o'clock. You follow what I'm saying? So you want to have that entrepreneurial results mentality and not the salary mentality. You're not there to get busy work. What you're there to do is get results. And since you are the owner of your own business, I strongly recommend that you take this formula and embrace it and apply it to the different challenges that we all face in this wonderful thing we call life. And because we're never going to end a meeting on a philosophical note, why don't you get out there and take charge? I'm Eli's dad.